Hello my dear students, welcome to CMI's online classes. In our today's class, in this video, for the students of Standard 6, we'll continue with Chapter 11 of our English Grammar, the perfect tenses. That means in this chapter we are going to study all perfect tenses. Present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense. In our previous video on the same chapter, we have already discussed about the perfect tenses that which verb forms are used in perfect tenses. Like I had explained that we use past participle form of the verbs in the perfect tenses. Past participle form of the verbs means B3 form of the verbs along with to have verbs. That means to have verbs plus B3 equals to the perfect tenses. In our previous video on the same chapter, we have also understood the present perfect tense. And we have also understood that which to have verbs along with B3 form of the verbs, that means past participle form of the verbs, are used in the present perfect tense. In the same way, in today's class, in this video, we are going to understand which to have verbs along with B3 form of the verbs are used in past perfect tense. That means in this video, we are going to understand in detail about the past perfect tense. Okay, students. So let us discuss about past perfect tense. So to understand the verb forms that are used in past perfect tense, let us revise what we learned in present perfect tense, like subject plus has or have plus B3 plus rest of the sentence. This is the structure of affirmative sentences in the present perfect tense. From to have verbs, from the group of to have verbs, we learnt that we use has or have in the present perfect tense. Now we have to understand in place of has or have, which we studied in the present perfect tense, which have verbs are used in the past perfect tense. So before we enter this past perfect tense in detail, let us understand the structure of affirmative sentences in the past perfect tense. Okay, because in this video we are also going to practice framing sentences in affirmative, in interrogative as well as in negative sentences to write affirmative, negative, interrogative, both negative and positive in the past perfect tense. But before all, it is very much important to understand the affirmative form of sentences in the past perfect tense. Because when we learn about the affirmative form of sentences in any tense, then we are able to transform those sentences into other forms also, like negative and interrogative. Okay. So at first I would like to make you aware about the affirmative form of sentences in the past perfect tense. Subject comes first, and after that the sentence structure in past perfect tense is similar to the present perfect tense. Only the change is the use of has and have. Has and have are changed into had in the past perfect tense. So here in present perfect tense we understood that we use has when the subject is singular and we use have when the subject is plural. Okay, but in the past perfect tense, whether the subjects are singular or plural, we use only had. After that, B3, that means past participle form of the verb. After that, rest of the sentence. That means had is used as the primary, as the helping verbs along with the main verb, B3 form of the verbs, to write sentences in the past perfect tense. I hope you have understood the sentence structures. Later on we will practice changing this affirmative structure of sentences in the past perfect tense into negative as well as interrogative sentences in the later part of this video. But before that we have to understand that what kind of actions are expressed in this past perfect tense. So let us read this information. The past perfect tense indicates that an action was completed at some point of time in the past before another action began. So whenever we express any kind of action in the past perfect tense, we have to express that that action was disturbed by another action. Okay, that means before the another action takes place, the previous action was disturbed, and this previous action has to be expressed in the past perfect tense. वो काम जो बीते हुआ समय में दूसरा काम होने से पहले हो रहा, मतलब हो चुका होता है, ऐसा काम जो दूसरा काम होने से पहले कंप्लीट हो चुका होता है, ऐसे कामों को एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए हम पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. सो दैट मीन्स whenever we write sentences in the past perfect tense, most of the time we have to express two actions. First, the previous action which was disturbed by the another action in the past. So not disturbed, which was completed before the another action took place. Understood? So ऐसे काम जो पहला काम होने के बाद दूसरा काम हुआ. So here we have to understand the sentence structures also, not sentence structures. Here we have to understand the order of tenses also. Order of tenses, that means कौन सा tense use करते हैं और उसके बाद कौन सा tense use होगा. कौन सा टेंस में जब भी हम किसी टेंस में किसी भी एक्शंस को एक्सप्रेस करते हैं, तो उसके बाद दूसरा एक्शन को जब हम एक्सप्रेस करते हैं तो वो एक्शन दूसरा एक्शन कौन सा टेंस पे एक्सप्रेस होगा. लाइक हियर वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस sentences in past perfect tense are mostly followed by the another sentence that express another action, and that actions are expressed in the simple past tense. ओके, दैट मीन्स ऑर्डर ऑफ टेंसेस यहाँ पर क्या समझना है हमें कि पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस के बाद हम जब भी दूसरा पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस में हम अगर कोई भी एक्शन को एक्सप्रेस करते हैं तो उसके बाद जो दूसरा एक्शन को हम एक्सप्रेस करते हैं तो वो ज्यादातर हम सिंपल पास्ट टेंस में एक्सप्रेस करते हैं. तो वी विल सी ऑल्सो इन एग्जाम्पल्स ऑल्सो. ओके, अंडरस्टूड. अदरवाइज व्हाट वी हैव टू एक्सप्रेस इज simple past tense. Sentences in simple past tense are also followed by the sentences in past perfect tense. So ये दोनों म्यूचुअली यूज हो सकते हैं कि अगर हम दो एक्शंस को एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हैं, अगर हम पहले एक्शन को हम पास्ट परफेक्ट में एक्सप्रेस करते हैं तो दूसरा एक्शन को हमें सिंपल पास्ट में एक्सप्रेस करना है, या तो अगर हम पहला एक्शन को सिंपल पास्ट में एक्सप्रेस करते हैं तो दूसरा एक्शन को हमें पास्ट परफेक्ट में एक्सप्रेस करना है. अंडरस्टूड? सो लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड द यूजेस ऑफ द पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस. द पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस इज यूज्ड फॉर व्हाट? टू शो दैट टू एक्शंस ऑकर्ड इन द पास्ट बट वन एक्शन हैड बीन कंप्लीटेड मच बिफोर द अदर. तो पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस का इस्तेमाल हम दो एक्शंस को दो कामों को बयां करने के लिए एक्सप्रेस करते हैं। तो ऐसा वो दो काम कैसा है? एक ऐसा काम जो दूसरा काम होने से पहले, हो सकता है बहुत ज्यादा पहले या कुछ देर पहले कंप्लीट हो चुका होता है। द पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस इज यूज फॉर अर्लियर एक्शन। सो पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस पहले वाला एक्शन जो होता है उसे एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए होते हैं। द सिंपल पास्ट टेंस इज यूज्ड फॉर द लेटर एक्शन। आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू। सो दूसरा एक्शन को एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए पहला वाला एक्शन को हम पास्ट परफेक्ट में एक्सप्रेस करेंगे, तो दूसरा वाला एक्शन को हम सिंपल पास्ट में एक्सप्रेस करेंगे। फर्स्ट, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सी हियर, व्हेन आई रीच द स्टेशन द ट्रेन हैड लेफ्ट। द ट्रेन हैड लेफ्ट, दैट मीन्स ये काम पहले हुआ है, ये पहला वाला एक्शन है, बीता हुआ समय में हुआ है। तो अगर हम बीता हुआ समय में हुआ दो एक्शंस को एक्सप्रेस करते तो पहला वाला एक्शन को हम पास्ट परफेक्ट में एक्सप्रेस करेंगे। ओके, कंप्लीट हुआ है दोनों काम। जैसे व्हेन आई रीच द स्टेशन, दैट मीन्स स्टेशन पहुंचने का काम बाद में हुआ है, उससे पहले क्या हुआ है? उससे पहले ट्रेन छूट गया है। तो ये जो ट्रेन छूट गया है उसे हम पास्ट परफेक्ट में एक्सप्रेस करेंगे। ओके, लाइक सी हियर, आई रीच द स्टेशन, दिस इज सिंपल पास्ट। ये दूसरा वाला सेकेंड वाला एक्शन है। द ट्रेन हैड लेफ्ट, ये पहला वाला एक्शन है, तो पास्ट परफेक्ट है। द स्पेक्टेटर्स हैड रश्ड ऑन टू द फील्ड बिफोर द बॉल क्रॉस्ड द बाउंड्री लाइन। सो द स्पेक्टेटर हैड रश्ड ऑन टू द फील्ड। सो यहां पर दो एक्शन हुआ है। पहला एक्शन, द स्पेक्टेटर्स हैड रश्ड, तो वे लोग पहुंच चुके थे फील्ड में। बिफोर द बॉल क्रॉस द बाउंड्री लाइन, बॉल बाउंड्री क्रॉस करने से पहले स्पेक्टेटर्स वहां पहुंचेंगे। तो बॉल क्रॉस करने का काम बाद में हुआ है, तो पहला वहां पर फील्ड में पहुंचने का काम हुआ है। तो पहला वाला एक्शन को हम पास्ट परफेक्ट में और सेकेंड वाला एक्शन को हम सिंपल पास्ट में एक्सप्रेस करेंगे। अंडरस्टूड? टू डिनोट, नंबर 2 इज टू डिनोट एन एक्शन कंप्लीटेड बिफोर अ गिवन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम। सो बीता हुआ समय में अगर कुछ काम के लिए कुछ समय दिया है, लेकिन उस समय से पहले ही काम कंप्लीट हो चुका है, तो ऐसे कामों को भी हम पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस में एक्सप्रेस करेंगे। लाइक आई हैड फिनिश्ड माई डिनर बाय 8 o'clock। सो बीता हुआ समय के 8 बजे से पहले मैंने अपना डिनर फिनिश कर चुका था। ओके, सी हैड सेंट मी अ पोस्ट कार्ड अ ईयर अगो। सो 1 साल पहले ये काम हो चुका है। तो बीता हुआ समय में कोई निर्धारित समय दिया गया हुआ है जिससे पहले कोई एक्शन कंप्लीट हो चुका है, तो ऐसे एक्शन को हम पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस में एक्सप्रेस करेंगे। अंडरस्टूड? नाउ लेट अस सी द स्ट्रक्चर इन एफर्मेटिव सेंटेंसेस। आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू दैट सब्जेक्ट प्लस ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स। यहां पर ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स क्या है? टू हैव वर्ब्स। लेकिन in place of to have verbs, in place of these auxiliary verbs, what we have to use? We have to use had. Okay, and past participle form means be3, and after that rest of the sentence. Okay, now we will practice framing negative sentences as well as interrogative sentences in the past perfect tense. See, he had earned a lot of money. वो बहुत पैसे कमा चुके थे। Okay, now as I have already explained you many times in our previous videos on tenses, that whenever we make negative sentences we use no or not. So when we use not is placed before the main verb. So what is main verb here? Earned. Subject plus had plus be3. Earned is the be3 form of the verb earn. Okay, a lot of money is the rest of the sentence. So the sentence structure is very correct. Now here what is the main verb? Earned. So when you place not before this earned, he had not earned a lot of money. Now this sentence is negative sentence. If you see the sentence structure here, subject plus auxiliary verb plus not plus past participle. So past participle is be3 here. That means this is the main verb. So main verb से पहले हमें not को use करना है. After helping verb, that means auxiliary verb had from to have verbs. तो helping verbs और main verbs के बीच में not को use करेंगे तो ये सेंटेंस इंटरोगेटिव सेंटेंस बन जाएगा या नेगेटिव सेंटेंस बन जाएगा. ओके, लाइक he had not earned a lot of money. Understood? This is negative sentence. This is positive sentence. Affirmative sentence means positive sentence. Now come to interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences means question sentences. So here we are learning to frame interrogative sentences by using helping verbs. So what is helping verb here? Had. Had is used as helping verb here. Okay. Now, as I have already told you that when we use helping verbs to make interrogative sentences, that means question sentences, these helping verbs is used at the beginning of the sentence and the subject comes between the helping verb and main verb. What is the main verb here? What is the helping verb here? Had. What is the main verb here? Earned. Now let us change. What is subject here? He. That means ये he को हमें had और earned के बीच में लगाना है. So see here. Had. Helping verb. He. Subject. Earned. Main verb. Okay. Had he earned a lot of money? Now this is interrogative sentence in positive form. Okay. Now again, this is interrogative. This is interrogative sentence in past perfect tense, but in positive form. Now we have to change this sentence, interrogative sentence, into negative form also. Now, as I have told you that we have to use not before the main verb. What is the main verb here? Earned. So here, had he not earned a lot of money. Now this is had he not earned a lot of money. This is interrogative sentence in the past perfect tense but in negative form. Okay. So if you see here auxiliary verbs, that means had, subject, past participle B3, rest of the sentence. This is negative. This is the structure of interrogative sentence in positive form. Okay. Now when you use not here, this become negative interrogative sentence in the past perfect tense. Okay. Now see here exercise D. Complete the sentences by filling in the blanks with the past perfect tense of the verbs. Okay. So verbs are given here, like in number 1 take is there. Okay. Now number 2 leave is there. Now we have to understand here, we must have the knowledge of B3 form of the verbs. B3 form of the verb, take is taken, leave is left. Now we know that the tourists realized that they taken use करना है हमें B3. But before B3 we have to make the use of to have verbs, and we are writing sentences in past perfect tense, then we have to use had. The tourists realized that they had taken the wrong turn. Okay. In the same way, we have to use B3 form of the verb leave, that is left. Before that we have to use had. Okay. The security guard informed us that the last student had left at 4 p.m. I hope now you are able to complete all other exercises. Okay. So this much for today's class, my dear students. I hope you have understood my explanation. You have understood the uses of the past perfect tense, the sentence structures, all in affirmative, negative and interrogative. Interrogative both negative and positive. But still, if you have any kind of doubts, kindly clarify your doubts during the class period. Thank you so much for attending my today's class, my dear students. Thank you so much.